Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful day to dive into some intense soap drama. Grab a snack and a drink because we have an absolute mountain of chaos to unpack today. Let's get right into it. So, I have been staring at my screen for hours trying to process what just happened on The Bold and the Beautiful, and honestly, my brain is completely fried. I am typing this so fast because I just have to get these thoughts out before I completely lose my mind over this storyline. And let's be real, you guys know I have been following this whole Hope and Logan fashion house drama for weeks, and we all knew it was going to end badly. We knew it, but this was on a whole other level of crazy. I mean, seriously, what were the writers thinking? Or actually, maybe it's brilliant. I don't even know anymore. I'm just so exhausted by the sheer emotional violence of it all. But let's break it down, because the fallout from Hope's surprise fashion show is officially tearing the Logan family apart in ways I don't think they can ever fix. And it all comes down to Brooke. Banshee Brooke is fully back, and she is taking absolutely no prisoners. A few episodes ago, we saw Brooke completely lose it in Katie's office. She was smashing monitors, screaming her head off, and declaring Katie her #1 enemy. And I was sitting there thinking, okay, that's peak soap opera drama. Brooke is mad at her sister, standard stuff. But then Hope had to go and open her mouth to the press. Hope publicly admitted that Brooke had absolutely no idea about the secret Logan contract or the ASAP fashion show that completely hijacked Eric Forrester's haute couture return. And that public humiliation, that was the trigger. That was the moment Brooke's heart just completely hardened. So here is how it all went down in this latest episode, and I am still shaking just thinking about the final scene. Hope finally manages to escape the media frenzy and the after-party at Logan. She is completely drained. You can see the adrenaline crash happening in real time. She goes back to the cabin on the Logan estate, probably thinking she can finally just rest. Just close her eyes and hide from the massive volcanic backlash that is happening over at Forrester Creations. She thinks she has a minute to breathe, but no, absolutely not. Because Brooke is not done. Brooke storms into the cabin while Hope is just trying to get some rest. And you guys, the look on Brooke's face was terrifying. It wasn't just anger, it was this cold, dead, unhinged fury. She didn't come in to yell or to have a mother-daughter chat. She came in on a mission to destroy. Instead of offering any kind of comfort or even just a normal argument, Brooke literally grabs Hope's suitcase. Yes, a literal suitcase, and she just starts throwing Hope's things. She throws the suitcase right out the front door of the cabin. I was screaming at my television. What is happening right now? Brooke is just screaming about the betrayal. And she makes it so clear that the betrayal of Forrester Creations is the absolute last straw for her. She cannot and will not accept that Hope is colluding with Katie to ruin Eric's legacy. And honestly, I have to pause here and just rant for a second, because since when is Brooke the ultimate defender of Eric's legacy over her own flesh and blood? I mean, yes, she loves Eric. They have history, but she is choosing the Forrester family over her own daughter. She is acting exactly like Stephanie Forrester used to act back in the day, and the irony is just blowing my mind. Brooke is literally channeling the ghost of Stephanie to punish her own kid. It's wild. It's so wild. But Brooke just keeps going. She is relentless. She stands there in the doorway and looks Hope dead in the eye and declares that Hope is no longer her daughter. She actually disowned her. She said the words, "You are no longer my daughter." I felt a physical chill when she said that. How do you come back from that? Who actually believes this is going to end well? The fans on social media are completely losing their minds right now. Half the people are cheering Brooke on for finally holding Hope accountable for her endless lies, and the other half are calling Brooke a monster for abandoning her kid when she is clearly spiraling. And Hope's reaction, it broke me. It really did. And you guys know I have been really harsh on Hope lately. I have been so annoyed with her secret meetings and her lying to everyone's face and using Deke Sharp as a decoy. I thought she was being so selfish, but seeing her in this scene, maybe I'm being too soft, but my heart just shattered for her. Hope just completely breaks down. She is crying, she is sobbing, she is literally begging her mother to stop. She's pleading for forgiveness, trying to explain herself, trying to say she just wanted creative control, she just wanted to be free from Steffi's tyranny, but Brooke doesn't care. Brooke doesn't hear a single word. And then comes the most brutal moment of the entire episode. The moment that is going to be in every single highlight reel for the next 10 years. Brooke just steps back, looks at her sobbing daughter, and coldly locks the door. The sound of that lock clicking, it echoed. It was so loud and so final. Brooke locks the door and leaves Hope stranded outside in the dark. Just picture it. Hope Logan Spencer, the golden child, the face of hope for the future, the brand new star of Hope by Logan, is standing outside in the pitch black night with her clothes and belongings scattered all over the dirt. It was such a powerful cinematic visual. It was humiliating. It was degrading. It was everything Brooke wanted it to be. Brooke wanted Hope to feel as discarded and trashed as Eric's haute couture show felt. And I'm just sitting here trying to process the psychology of it all. Why is Brooke going this far? Is it really just about Eric's legacy? Or is it about Katie? Let's be real, Brooke hates losing to Katie. Brooke has always had this superiority complex when it comes to her sisters, and seeing Katie pull off this massive corporate coup, seeing Katie steal her daughter and turn her into a weapon against the Forresters. It broke Brooke's brain. Brooke isn't just punishing Hope. She is punishing Katie through Hope. By throwing Hope out into the dirt, Brooke is basically telling Katie, you want her, you can have her. She's trash to me now. Okay, that sounded really dramatic, but you get what I mean. The layers of toxic family dynamics here are just out of control. So what happens next? Well, thank God Liam is around. Liam Spencer steps up and finds Hope in this absolute state of devastation. And you know, Liam gets a lot of hate, and I complain about him all the time, but he is doing the right thing here. He comforts his completely shattered wife, helps her gather her scattered belongings from the dirt, and tells her they are going to the Spencer mansion, because where else can they go? Brooke has officially evicted them from the Logan estate. They are homeless. Well, rich soap opera homeless, but still. The Spencer mansion is going to be their new fortress. And you just know Bill Spencer is going to be so smug about this. Bill is going to use this eviction to fuel the fire even more. Bill is going to tell Hope that her mother is crazy and that the Spencers and Logans, the Katie faction, anyway, are her real family now. But guys, the bigger picture here is just so dark. This single event, this brutal eviction at the cabin, has officially ignited a ruthless, no-holds-barred war between mother and daughter. This isn't a little disagreement. This isn't a fight over a dress design. This is a fundamental destruction of their relationship. The bond between Brooke and Hope has always been the emotional core of the Logan family. They have always been so close, almost uncomfortably close sometimes, to see that bond severed so violently. It plunges their relationship into an inescapable abyss. I honestly don't see how they ever repair this. And think about the ripple effects. Steffy is going to hear about this and she is going to gloat. Steffy is going to love that Brooke kicked Hope out. But at the same time, Steffy is out for blood because Hope ruined Eric's show. And what about Ridge? Ridge is already so mad at Katie and Hope, but seeing Brooke act this unhinged might actually push him away. Ridge hates family conflict, and Brooke is currently the president of the Family Conflict Club. And poor Eric. Eric just fired Donna and kicked her out of the executive office because she kept Katie's secret. So Donna's marriage is falling apart, Brooke and Hope are dead to each other, and Katie is sitting in her office counting her money and acting like a strategic genius. The writers have literally blown up the entire Logan family in the span of a week. It is a bloodbath. And I am here for it, but I am also just so stressed out. I need a nap. I need a vacation from these fictional people. But I know I'm going to be glued to my screen tomorrow because I have to see what Hope does next. Does she harden her heart too? Does she embrace the Spencer dark side? Does she let Bill and Katie turn her into a ruthless corporate monster to fight back against her own mother? I mean, if my mom threw my suitcase into the yard and locked me out in the dark, I would be plotting some serious revenge. Hope has always been the sweet, forgiving one. But you can only push someone so far before they snap. And being left in the dirt by the person who is supposed to love you the most. That is a villain origin story if I have ever seen one. So yeah, that is where we are at. A long, chaotic, incredibly depressing but fascinating mess. I don't know how they are going to top this cabin scene. The acting was incredible, the drama was peak, and the consequences are going to last for years. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is Brooke a monster? Did Hope deserve it? Is Katie the real villain here? I can't even decide anymore. I change my mind every 5 minutes. Anyway, I'm going to go drink some water and try to calm my heart rate down. See you guys next time for more of this absolute madness.